From my mentor, I learned how to be more confident and how to turn things around to make them positive.
eMentors was really helpful in many ways. It was nice to get honest opinions and advice from someone that I didn't know, and to look at things from a different point of view.
I am more organized.
I now know what I want to do for a career.
It made a difference.
School makes sense to me now.
She gave me a lot of encouragement.
I got a lot of great advice.
He encouraged me to go for it.
I thought I was going to be a really shy girl throughout high school, but I changed.
Congratulations, and thank you for joining the Best Prep eMentors program as a mentor. For more than a decade, Best Prep eMentors has been changing students' lives. The encouragement, motivation, and ways our volunteers inspire students changes them for years to come. In this training video, you will come to understand the role of a mentor and the impact eMentors, the largest email mentoring program in the United States, makes. Thank you for watching. We want to help make the most of this experience for both you and your student. The eMentors program is an email mentoring program where you will be matched with a student and exchange one email message per week, meeting in person midway through the program. Let's start with an introduction about the organization that created the program in 2003. Best Prep is a Minnesota-based nonprofit organization whose mission is to prepare students with business, career, and financial literacy skills through hands-on experience that inspires success in work and life. Started in 1976, this educational nonprofit has served more than 1.6 million students. Today, more than 60,000 students are served annually through the organization's 6 programs. Classroom Plus provides speakers, tours, mock interviews, and career days for classes across Minnesota utilizing a large pool of business volunteers. Financial Matters helps students become financially capable by arranging classroom presentations given by industry professionals. Many presentations have pre-created templates for volunteers to use. The Stock Market Game is an online simulation for students to learn about the American economic system and how the stock market works. During the summer, Best Prep offers Minnesota Business Venture, a college and career exploration camp for high school students, and the Technology Integration Workshop, a summer staff development workshop for educators to incorporate technology and workplace skills into their curriculum. Best Prep students are college-prepared, work-ready, and career-bound. The eMentors program is one of the many ways that Best Prep works to help students be college and career-ready. Students in the eMentors program have the unique opportunity to get exposure to a mentor from the business world that they couldn't get anywhere else. As a volunteer in the program, we want you to think back on mentoring that you've been a part of. Recall what it did for you and how you felt. Think about ways you can create a similar positive experience for your student. Today, we will define a mentor as a caring adult in the life of a student. How many students grow up without having a caring adult in their life? According to the Mentoring Partnership of Minnesota, 1 in 3 students grow up without a mentor. Students who've had a mentor tell us,
When I was talking to my mentor, she helped me see things differently. I now understand the purpose of school. It motivated me to do my homework, and now I'm more confident about my grades and what I can accomplish.
The program's purpose is to provide students with a venue for career exploration and an opportunity to gain insight on decisions they are making about their future. The goals for student participation include helping students understand the relationship between education and future career opportunities, learn the importance that business and career skills play in future success, and to improve students' written communication skills by connecting with a business volunteer. Best Prep connects a classroom of high school students with a group of mentors from the same company. Each student is paired with a mentor. These students and mentors then exchange one email message per week. The email messages focus on guiding question prompts that explore workplace skills and raise career awareness. In the middle of the program, students meet their mentor once at the company. Classroom teachers select the guiding question prompts that students use as a basis for the email exchanges. Best Prep has numerous guiding question prompts. Categories include career skills, college preparation, choose your attitude, business and college experience. Additionally, students and mentors are encouraged to deepen the relationship by writing about other things like hobbies, interests, and how they spend their time. We want this experience to develop naturally within the boundaries of the program. The expectations presented to both students and mentors help ensure a safe, genuine connection. What expectations are there for mentors? Upon completion of viewing this video and understanding the program's guidelines and expectations, complete the online agreement form. The link for this will be emailed to you by the Best Prep staff. At this time, you will also receive the Mentor Handbook. Review it to thoroughly understand your role. While participating, it's important that you send an email each week to your student for the length of the program. Upon receiving your student's email, be sure to respond within 2 business days. A key component of the program is the weekly email exchange. Another major component is the meet and greet, where you will get to meet your student in person. Students have told us how much they look forward to meeting their mentor and often feel disappointed if they don't get to meet you. At the end of the program, we ask that you participate in the brief program evaluation. If you can't commit to these expectations, please inform your on-site coordinator so another mentor can be brought into the program. This will allow the student to have a positive experience. Now that we've talked about the basics and you've learned how impactful the eMentors program can be, let's discuss the logistics of the program. How do the emails work? Emails are exchanged weekly for 6 to 10 weeks. eMentors should be used in the subject line. The classroom teacher is copied on every email message. When you receive the student's message, reply all. If the teacher's email address is not in the CC field, add it. As mentioned earlier, each message is based on guiding question prompts to provide structure. Use the list provided from Best Prep to guide the exchanges and add meaning to every email. Respond within 2 business days. If you know you will miss a week due to vacation or a business trip, let your student know in advance and respond as soon as possible afterward. Let's talk about the program guidelines. eMentors is a school-based program. All activities take place at the school or the employer site and are supervised by school or program staff. The primary activity is the exchange of emails. Therefore, limit personal contact to the face-to-face meeting arranged by the program. Keep student information confidential. And lastly, communication concludes upon the final scheduled email exchange. These boundaries have been in place to help mentors know what is and is not allowable. The following are not permitted: a request to borrow something, an invitation to an outing or social event. This includes invitations to other school events. The use of personal email accounts or any email address not issued by the school or company. A request for contact outside the program parameters. Sharing cell or home phone numbers or addresses. A request to join a student or mentor's social network. Rude or disrespectful statements. And we ask that you refrain from giving gifts to individual students. Should the company choose, giving a small gift to every student is acceptable. We want to give you some tips for the exchanges. If you don't see a message from your student, check your spam or junk box for the student's message. One may be mistakenly routed there. After the second email is sent, Best Prep will check in with the mentors. If you don't receive an email from your student during the first week, wait until the following week to contact Best Prep. And we ask that you contact Best Prep with questions, not the teacher. Some tips when responding. When writing to your student, share who you are personally to let the student get to know you. Student messages are often short. It's not uncommon for mentors to write more than their assigned student. Some of you will participate time and time again. When writing, be sure to personalize each message for the student you are paired with at the time. Avoid reusing a message or sections of text from an earlier connection. And lastly, you may have a student who asks you a lot of questions. Sometimes in business we'll respond, "See my answers below." Best Prep asks that you write your response in narrative form, modeling what a good email message looks like. Hopefully you will find these tips useful. Keep in mind that every individual is different, and even a relationship set up for success may not play out as intended. On occasion, there are times when an eMentors connection doesn't go as planned. Imagine a student who is working at a part-time job, has lots of coursework, and also needs to help out at home. This student might greatly benefit from connecting with a mentor through the eMentors program, but may not be fully engaged considering they have so much on their minds. If you have this experience with your student, please remain patient and keep your commitment, as these students are often the ones most in need of mentors. A student may not be fully engaged. A teacher doesn't communicate clearly with Best Prep due to a busy schedule, or perhaps a mentor gets assigned a new project and doesn't make time to respond. As a result, some unintended situations could occur. It's possible your student will send only a few short sentences. Don't be discouraged by this. Try to put yourself in the student's shoes. They are writing someone they don't know, may not have had much interaction with adults, or may not know English well. Your role is to write back answering any questions in full and address the guiding question prompt. Each student mentorship will come with its own challenges and rewards, and you may not know how much your email means to a struggling student. On rare occasions, mentors are unable to attend the meet and greet. If this happens to you, some things you can do are to write a handwritten note to your student and send it with a colleague who is attending. Some mentors will drop by the event for a few minutes to introduce themselves and explain in person to their student why they can't stay for the entire event. Please make every effort to attend by reserving the time on your calendar. Students really look forward to meeting their mentor and can feel let down if they aren't able to meet you. How can you build the relationship? Relate to teens. Find common ground. Look for similarities. Perhaps you have the same type of pet, or like the same sport, or play the same band instrument. Build trust. Follow through by responding weekly. Answer your students' questions, and ask open-ended questions. Be willing to spend time developing a relationship with the student. Get to know him or her and what is on the student's mind. Affirm the student's strengths. Draw out his or her positive traits. Respond and write, even if the student doesn't write much or misses a week. Write back, sending a note of encouragement. A one-time meeting between students and mentors called a meet and greet will be planned by Best Prep and your on-site coordinator. These events are often the highlight of the program. Because of their importance in building the relationship, we ask that you make every effort to attend. Please reserve the date and time on your calendar once notified.
I really liked that I was able to meet my mentor. It made it more real for me. After that, I actually knew who I was writing to.
The class of students will come to the company together, expecting and looking forward to meeting the mentors. It is something they will have prepared for in class. Our research shows how much students look forward to meeting their mentor and that they can feel disappointed if they don't get to meet you. Most meet and greets are held over the noon hour, but variations in the time of day are possible, with some events occurring in the morning. Every event includes an overview of the company and time for the student and mentor to get to know each other. If held over lunch, a meal is served. Mentors often have the chance to showcase their worksite by providing a tour. Tours may be organized for groups or led individually. If you lead your own tour, plan to show your mentee your workspace, the building's features, and any other areas of interest. Be sure to discuss a project, how you set up your workspace, and the work that you do. It's advantageous for students to see the workplace in action, as it helps them explore careers and the world of work. Meet and greets may also include other structured activities. Popular activities include mock interview experiences, resume reviews, or career panels. Contact your on-site coordinator if you would like to help plan the event. Before you go, there's a few things we'd like to share about today's high school students. Students born between 1996 and 2009 are part of Generation Z, also known as the digital natives. Here's some things to know about this generation. 50% use free time to learn new skills. 42% have worked on or learned a craft compared to 25% of millennials at this age. 46% report they fear drowning in student debt after college graduation. 70% watch more than 2 hours of YouTube daily. Through eMentors, you may have the opportunity to connect and meet students from different backgrounds and cultures other than your own. The eMentors experience may be challenging for some. The success of eMentors depends on many factors. Foremost among them is your ability to be trusted by your assigned student. Being sensitive, understanding, and validating their stage in life and unique situations helps students feel comfortable and the experience be successful. Your assigned student may be at the top of the class enrolling in college. Other students may have difficulty getting to school daily, may not know English well, or may struggle academically. All students can benefit from the eMentors program. Don't be discouraged if your student doesn't write on time, misses a week, or otherwise has trouble. Your follow-through will help the student know that you care and want to see him or her do their best. How can you make the most impact? Follow through on your commitment. Write the weekly emails, keeping on schedule with the topics. Attend the meet and greet. Inform your on-site coordinator if you can't be there. Talk to Best Prep staff about concerns. If you make the commitment, stick with it. If you can't continue, please inform your on-site coordinator now so another mentor can be identified and the student has a positive experience. If you need to end your participation for any reason, make it as positive as possible. Let all parties know of the situation. Send a message to the Best Prep staff and your local coordinator, and then send a final message to your mentee. Affirm the student's strengths, your belief in him or her, and share about the positive ways the relationship impacted you. And lastly, the final phase of the registration process is to complete the volunteer agreement form. You received a link to this form in the email along with this video. Please complete the form now. It will take approximately 3 minutes. All volunteers need to complete this once per school year at the start of the year. And before we go, one last reminder. If at any time during the program you have questions, comments, or concerns, please contact your Best Prep coordinator. His or her information is included in the kickoff email you received. Alternately, you can also contact your company coordinator. A special thank you to Thomson Reuters for donating the creation of the Best Prep eMentors training video. Without their support, we would not have this educational tool.